is multiple of 2. So therefore it is also divisible by 2. It will be seen that it will be seen that the RHS of the above is divisible by 2. This indicates the conclusion. If it is divisible by 2 means that is an even integer, means it is an even number. Therefore then n plus 11 is a divisible by 2, and that is a it is even, and that is even number. Therefore we conclude that if n is an odd integer, then n plus 11 is an even integer. That is how to solve the statement by the direct proof. So in the direct proof, first we assume that n is odd integer and that n equal to 2a plus 1 for some integer a, and then take addition of 11 on both sides, and we have worked out that n plus 11 is an even, because it is a multiple of 2, so it can also be divisible by 2. Hence it is clear that RHS is divisible by 2. If RHS is divisible by 2, then it is an even number. If it is an even number, we conclude that if n is odd integer, then n plus 11 is an even integer. Next we are moving to the third example. Prove by indirect proof that for all integers m and n, if m and n are odd, then m into n is odd. If m and n are odd, m into n is odd. Now we have to prove by the indirect method. According to indirect method, P implies Q is equivalent to negation of Q implies negation of P. Therefore we have to prove that negation of Q implies negation of P is true. So to prove that P implies Q is true, to prove P implies Q is true, we have to prove that the contrapositive negation of Q implies negation of P is true. We have to prove this. To prove this, we have to assume m into n is not a odd integer. Assume that m into n is not a odd integer, but it is a even. If m into n is an even number, that indicates, this means that mn is even. Mn is even means mn is divisible by 2. Mn is divisible by 2. That is, m is divisible by 2. M is divisible by 2 and n is divisible by 2. divisible by 2. If m is divisible by 2, if m is divisible by 2 or n is divisible by 2, n is divisible by 2, then m and n are even. If it is divisible by 2, that indicates that clearly it is an even number. Even means even integer, not a odd, but not a odd integer. If m and n are, if mn is odd integer, it is proved that m and n are odd integers. M and n are odd integers. But it contradicts our assumption that m and n are odd, but not a odd. Means we proved that m and n are even. If m and n are even, this means that p is a false. This means that p is false. If p is false or equivalently negation of p is true. If negation of p is true, then negation of q implies negation of p is also true, because in the implication we know that if the first term is true, second term is false, then only it is false. Otherwise, in all other conditions, whatever here, either a 0 or 1 or a 0 or 1, whatever in the first term, it is always true. It is always true. Clear? Therefore, we have already proved that negation of p is true. Then whatever the negation of q, then this implication is true. Therefore, it follows from this, that p implies q is true. P implies q is true. First we have to take a negation of q implies negation of p. We have to prove that negation of q implies negation of p is true. To prove that negation of p is a true, first we have to assume here m and n is not an odd integer. M and n is not a odd integer. If m and n are not odd integers, means negation of q is m and n is odd. Negation of q is m and n is not a odd integer, means m and n is an even integer. That indicates mn is divisible by 2. If mn is divisible by 2, that indicates m is divisible by 2 and n is divisible by 2. If m and n are divisible by 2, that indicates m and n are even integers, not a odd integers. If mn is even, that implies m and n are even. But our assumption of the p is m and n are odd. But here we get m and n are even integers, not a odd integers. This means that p is false. If p is a false, negation of p is true. If negation of p is a true, that indicates negation of q implies negation of p is true. So it follows from the topic, it follows that negation of q implies negation of p is true, that is equivalent to p implies q is true. Therefore, we conclude that for all integers m and n, if m and n are odd, then m into n is also odd. Now come to the third one. Prove that if m is an odd integer, then m plus 7 is an even integer by the contradiction method. By the contradiction method. So according to our contradiction method, first step is, according to our hypothesis, assume that m is a odd integer. M is a odd integer, that is m is an odd integer. Consider it as a statement P. So our statement P states that m is an odd integer, that is m equal to 2a plus 1. And assume that a statement Q, m plus 7 is a even. M plus 7 is an even number. So here we are consider the statement P and Q here. So now I am coming to directly the procedure, hypothesis. So according to hypothesis method, first we have to assume P implies Q is false. We have to assume that P implies Q is false. That is, we have to assume P is a true, Q is a false. P is a true, Q is a false. Now we are going to work out on the procedure. Now Q is false. Q is false means m plus 7 is not a even. M plus 7 is odd. If m plus 7 is odd for some integer a. If m plus 7 is odd means m equal to 2a minus 6. If m equal to 2a minus 6 means 2 of a minus 3. If m equal to 2 of a minus 3, that indicates m is even number. M is even number. This contradiction to our assumption that, but we have considered P is a true. P is a true means P is an odd integer, but it will be obtained P is an even number. This means that P is false. This means that P is false. If P is a false, if our assumption is wrong, that contradiction, let's conclude that this contradiction, the assumption P is true. Hence P implies Q is true. In the contradiction method, first we taken a statement P as a m is an odd integer, that is m equal to 2a plus 1, and Q as m plus 7 is an even number. And we move to the procedure of the contradiction, that is, first we have to assume that P implies Q is false. P implies Q is false means P is a true, Q is a false. If P is a true, that means means m is an odd integer, and Q is false means m plus 7 is an odd integer. So m plus 7 is odd means 2a plus 1. Then m equal to 2 of a minus 3. If m equal to 2 of a minus 3, that indicates m is a even number. If m is a even number, that indicates the P, our assumption what we have made, that P is a true, that indicate that this prove that m is even number. If m is even, P is false. That contradicts the assumption. Therefore, according to contradiction, the P is true. Hence, P implies Q is